Hey guys, back to another top 5. We're at Adcock's Nursery. I'm Kevin with Fontaine Landscaping. Today's topic is the top flowering shrubs for the summer. So roll that intro. Alright, first one on the list in no particular order is Gardenia. This one's climbs hardy and it has really nice deep green foliage, and used in the landscape it can be a specimen by itself, or you can do a mass planting with it and have some combination plants in front and in back to make a nice terracing. It has this beautiful white flower, very aromatic, so uses for this can be by patio spaces and anywhere you're going to be near it to enjoy that wonderful scent. Pest control, pest disease, it's fairly tolerant, so we like that about this plant. The drought tolerance is good. It does like a little bit of moisture, but nothing too bad where you have to water it every day or anything. And then pruning wise, it can be left alone to grow naturally. It gets about 4x4 size, but if you do prune it, just do it by hand or wait for the flowers to complete and then do a complete hedging on it is fine, but it doesn't need a lot of pruning. So this is why it made our top 5 list. Okay, for the climbs hardy Gardenia scorecard, we have beauty of 4. Pest disease resistance, we gave it a 4. Drought tolerance, we give it 4. Pruning, we give it 4. And uses in the landscape, we give it a 4.5 for a total score of 20.5. All right, next we have butterfly bush. These are simply amazing. So this one's called Tutti Frutti. It's a miniature type of butterfly. Obviously attracts butterflies quite a bit, like all summer. Just an amazing plant. They come in different colors: white, dark purple, lavender, blue even. Perennial plant, so it will die back in the winter, but you get all summer to enjoy all these big, long bracketed flowers. So, you know, drought tolerance is very good once established. Insect disease control, there really isn't any major ones that's going to give you a hassle. And then you have pruning needs, which is very minimal. So we just like to prune these back once a year. We let the plant grow in its space, so make sure you have enough room for the plant, and then just cut it back once a year. Uses has, you know, incredible amount of uses. You could put these in containers. You could use them for low bordering. You can do mass planting, especially when they're the larger varieties like this Black Knight here. But just an incredible plant, and that's why we added it to the list. Butterfly bushes, Tutti Frutti variety, beauty 5. Pest disease control resistance 4. Drought tolerance 3.5. Pruning needs 4. And uses in the landscape 4 to give it a total score of 20.5. Whoa, Nelly! This is my favorite plant of flowering shrubs for summer. This is Little Lime Hydrangea, and just an incredible grouping of big flowers that starts in May, goes all the way through summer. This is an excellent plant for your landscape. Pest control is very seldom, has a good resistance to insect and disease. Drought tolerance is good. Once it gets rooted in, it'll be fine just on the rain that we get. If you get in a dry climate, you may want to supplement that. Pruning needs, there really isn't any, unless you know, these have a very natural form that's graceful. They get about 3 feet by 3 feet at maturity, so there's really no need for pruning other than cleaning them up over the winter. Since they are deciduous, they will die back, come back again. So uses in the landscape, this one has quite a few. It can be a specimen by itself. You can put it in a container. You can have it in a mass planting to add a bunch of color, or you can incorporate it into a foundational planting. I like to put evergreens in front and behind and give it that wow factor in the landscape. So this is why this one made the top 5. Okay, Little Lime Hydrangea scorecard. Beauty, 5. Pest disease resistance, 4. Drought tolerance, 4. Pruning requirements, 4.5. And uses in the landscape, 5. For a grand total of 22.5. All right, this one's called Abelia, Rose Creek Abelia. A really awesome foundational type shrub, a low shrub. And we added this to the list for its high scores in all our categories. We have excellent drought tolerance once established, very good resistance against insects and disease. It's really beautiful and stunning with the flowers that it produces all summer long. It is evergreen. It will lose a little bit of leaves if it gets super cold, but it's an evergreen. And pruning needs are very minimal. It has a very nice moundy shape to it, so you don't have to prune it. Just let it be more of the natural form in your landscape designs. You know, have a good balance of formal with informal. So this is a great plant. Has a lot of good uses, containers, accents with other plants, and being evergreen. It makes a really good partner in your garden. So that's why we added it to our list. All right, Rose Creek Abelia scorecard. Beauty, 4. Pest resistance and disease, 4. Drought tolerance, 4. Pruning requirements, 5. Use in the landscape, 4, for a total score of 21. All right, next on the list is drift roses. This happens to be red drift. There's other colors available, salmon, pink. Very beautiful plant in the landscape. Stays low, you know, up to 2 feet tall max. You can put it in different scenarios within the landscape. That's another reason we like this one so much, is it's has multiple uses. So containers, long borders, surrounding border of a big plant bed. You can use them in multiple terracing effects in a larger bed, say a front foundation, where you have a large evergreen in the back, and then you have this in front, and then maybe perennials even lower. So it has some very good multiple uses to it. Insect disease control tolerance is very good. It's not outstanding because you will have fungal, you do have aphid, you do have mites. It's not as bad as knockout roses or traditional roses, so that's why we added this one to the list. And it's fairly drought tolerant once it gets established. Pruning is very minimal. It has a natural weeping, hedgy type form. It does die off in the winter, so it's just a little bit of cleanup once or twice a year. And that's why we added this beautiful plant to our top 5. Okay, drift rose scorecard. We have beauty of 4, pest disease resistance 3, drought tolerance 3.5, pruning needs 4, use in the landscape 4.5 to give it a total score of 19. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If we missed any plants that should have been in this top 5 list, put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And also, if you have any other top 10s or top 5s, let us know also. And follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Smash that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. And we're going to see you next time. Keep those plants healthy.